Get ready, MP.
As fast as we've seen yet. Make sure you disappoint.
There he is.
Get ready to light it up tonight.
Just after it, MP.
Welcome, basketball fans. It's Saturday afternoon, and you're watching the NBA on 2K. The three-point shot, so important in today's NBA, and a major part of the game plan, Greg, for both of these teams. And we
can expect to see a high volume of shots from beyond the arc in this one. I'm looking for whichever squad is able to create more havoc and throw the opposing shooters off their rhythm.
And you know, with MP, he doesn't hide the fact that he's out to inflict maximum damage at the offensive end of the floor.
He hasn't quite backed up his words yet, but with MP, I imagine that'll only fuel his fire. But don't be surprised if he goes off tonight. You don't want to be the guy defending MP when he's got a point to prove.
A look at the Magic starting group. We've got Nicholas Claxton. Honey out there with Jalen Suggs. Then it's Coulibaly. And it's Washington in at the 4. Time now to head over to David Aldridge for some information about MP.
Well, guys, we've got the makings of a shootout in this one with guys on each team that can fill up the scoreboard. And I asked MP if there would be an emphasis on defense. He said, sure, DA. That's for the rest of my team. My job is to put up points. Lots of them. We'll see how that plan works out. Kevin?
Well, defense is huge, but man, the kid can score. I've loved watching his game, and this should be interesting. Into the lane. A rebound by Washington.
Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
There's a screen by Washington. Here's Coulibaly. The second effort. Pass to Money. To the left side wing. No one near Suggs as he lets it go. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Shooting in good rhythm there. Suggs off the catch and shoot. Nicely done.
Shepard the pass to Edwards. Here's Mobo. He gets that one.
And once it got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Coulibaly. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Timberwolves have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. And they pick up 2.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. On the wing, Coulibaly.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. And tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
And, Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic. And let's now take a look at some of the numbers for him.
He's been playing a much bigger role in their offense over the past 5 games. It comes across in his usage rate, which has gone up during that stretch. We'll see if they continue to lean on him here tonight.
Here's Coulibaly. And just miss after miss right now.
No other way to put it. Just a rough quarter in terms of scoring. He has not been helping at all.
And it's Shepherd missing. The Magic trail by 4. Money passes to Suggs. Nice touch on the shot from close range. Suggs has got 5.
A physical guard, Suggs loves working inside. He doesn't back away from the paint at all.
Jaquez with a wide open look. The offensive rebound. Outside Edwards. Pass to Shepherd. Just 5 on the clock. Offline with his 3. Magic have gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. Now, here's Suggs. He's got 5. Minnesota with the rebound. Sharp's got his 4th rebound in this one.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Pass to Shepherd. And here's Edwards. Happy to see that one go in for a second make in 5 attempts.
Edwards flexing on them now. Bully ball inside.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket. You know, you'd love to see him pull that off, but instead he goes from highlight reel to the bloopers.
Here's Mobo. Last time, 14 points for him. There's the pick. Lets the 3 fly. Shepherd, that's good.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
And let's check out stats for money. What a run he's been on over the past few weeks. How about 42 points per, 11 assists, and over 2.5 steals. And you look at his gaudy steal numbers defensively. He makes his presence felt on every possession.
And you know what I like about it is he gets great position, then uses those quick, strong mitts of his to rip the ball out of there.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
Minnesota leading by 5. Here's Mobo. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Jalen Suggs. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Timberwolves.
And guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
They've also displayed a real unselfishness as a team, moving the basketball well, sharing the rock, and giving everybody a chance to participate in the offense.
Pass to Money. Good ball movement here by the Magic. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Edwards, no good. Minnesota with the ball. They're on a 14-4 run right now. Here's Hackett. It's rebounded by Hartenstein.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession. And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
I agree. I mean, now's when they need a spark the most.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. And that one drops for him.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Here he goes. Pass to Money. Here's Phillips. Here's Money. Playing Memphis, he was nearly unstoppable. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Money's got his third basket of the night right there. Pass to Mobo. Now Shepard. No good on the triple.
Hey, I think that green light they'd given him early should probably go red now. I mean, he needs to get some other folks involved.
So the Magic, their last game, a win against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up.
Yes, he does. That's what we call helium. Yeast rising and helium floating.
We're only around halfway through this very long season, GA. This is when the grind, I think, really kicks in.
Yeah, you think about the physical and mental toll this game takes on you. And I miss being out there, but man, I tell you, it can be a grind.
1:52 left here in the first quarter. Bangs home the trifecta. Shepard's got a couple of threes now in the first with the Timberwolves.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Took him no time at all on that one. 11 points for Money.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Timberwolves leading by 3. We've got 1:28 left to play here in the first. 18 feet out. And it's Shepard missing.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Batadze the pass to Money. Pass to Phillips. 6 to shoot. They get the rebound. Hartenstein. And he uses the glass on the layup. And now just a 1-point Minnesota lead.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Here's Polides. It's deflected. And now Orlando on the break. Here's Money. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim.
Boy, the guys on the bench loving every minute of that one.
Here's Shepard out to the wing. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside positions.
Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that Cameo song, Back and Forth.
Driving in. Count it. Shepard's got 8 points. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. But Timberwolves on top. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves?
Just stretching out the floor in that first, but they had the defense scrambling.
And you know what? That's what happens when you establish your three-point game early. Puts the defense right up against it.
Hunter is out there with McDaniels. Then there's Anthony Edwards. And it's Rupert in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Now McDaniels still without a basket. For three, Edwards. Look at Edwards slotting home the three.
Nice smooth three-point shot by Edwards there. Boy, he's got confidence from behind the arc.
Pass to Holland. Here's Money. There's a screen. Here's Phillips. Here's Koulibaly. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Koulibaly's got his first 3 points of the game. Minnesota in the lead. Hunter sets a screen for Edwards. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Well, Orlando shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Pass to Phillips. Here's Koulibaly. 5 on the clock. Hunter grabs the miss. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's Edwards. Bursting off the floor. Edwards hammers it down.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident in taking on defenders and finishing.
Pass to Money. Here's Phillips. Edwards defending. Phillips, the pass to Bitadze. They get a hand on it. They're running. There's the lob to the hoop. Stolen by McDaniels. And here they come.
Really important for this team to get production from Edwards. When he's aggressive and scoring the ball, they go to another level.
The Timberwolves have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. And Clark, on average, free throw attempts are down a fair bit in the last 20, 25 years.
Yeah, I mean, from a fan perspective, I think you compare a field goal to a couple of free throws. It's obvious, though, which is more entertaining to watch. You want to see guys score the ball in live action.
And Orlando making a change here. Claxton's checked in. Timberwolves leading by 5. And here's Edwards from the arc. It's hauled in by Claxton. The Magic have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Here's Money. The Magic again can't hit. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Now here's Edwards. Guarded closely. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
And they've repeatedly broke inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Money, no good. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. And he comes up with the deuce. And it's a 9-point Minnesota lead.
You know, the defense locks so much into Edwards that it creates opportunities for others.
And the Magic making a change here. Washington's checked in. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. You look at the Timberwolves. They're having a solid season. 5th in the conference and looking to move up.
I think for Minnesota,
Lately, they've been off their game just a little bit. It's led to them losing that top spot here in the standing.
And, Greg, peaks and valleys are part of the season for the most talented of teams. I mean, they've still got plenty of time to get things right before the playoffs.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Money in the last outing against Memphis was dominant. He scored 33 points and his passing was phenomenal with a ton of assists. Numbers like that are sure to get attention around the league. And everyone's excited to see what he does tonight. Guys?
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contribution. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
Suggs, he's checked in for Holland. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, and you know, when Edwards is aggressive, I think it forces defenders to try to get physical back, and when he's close to the rim, he usually is able to draw the foul as a result. You know, he didn't get to the line in that entire first quarter, but right now he's showing some aggressiveness out there.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, I tell you what, the hole would be a lot deeper if he wasn't being as efficient as he's been so far.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play Then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Timberwolves. What an amazing quarter. There was absolutely no stopping him. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break.
Pleased to have swerving off topic for a moment. I need you guys to weigh in on this. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Oh, man, it's a hot dog.
Let us take some time now to talk about the first half, a commanding performance for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And that is it for halftime.
And as we dive into the second, check in for Orlando. Now off the inbound. That's good on the jump shot. Money's got 23 points.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Timberwolves leading by 10. So on the floor for Orlando, we've got Suggs. Coulibaly is out there with Washington. Then there's Nicholas Claxton. And it's Money in at the shooting guard position. Here's Coulibaly. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Coulibaly's got 9.
That would be 4 in a row for him now as they have come racing out of the gate to start the second half.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfect.
Money passes to Washington. And it's off from three-point range.
And, you know, that's their first miss after knocking down 4 in a row to start the half.
Here's Mobo. And that one goes long.
There wasn't much defensive resistance there, guys, but somehow he blew it anyway. Missed opportunity.
Here's Coulibaly. A three-pointer off the mark.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Here's Edwards. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
So much confidence coming from Anthony Edwards. You can just see it. This is a guy who knows he belongs in the league and is hungry to be great.
Good on the second free throw. And Orlando has possession. They trail by 11. He is trying to get open, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The Magic have shot 10 of 13 from the free throw line. Both free throws good for Money. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvement. And the Timberwolves with possession here. Pass to Rupert. To the right side. Here's Shepherd. Buries the long-range jumper. Shepherd's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Timberwolves. Shoots the 3. And good. The three-point shot good for Money. Money's got 7 now in this quarter.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead.
Here's Rupert. Here's the screen. He had a nice open look right there. He's got 16.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Money, no good.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession.
Take a risk with those long passes. They're lucky the D couldn't collect them.
Hunter's checked in for the Timberwolves. Off the inbound pass. He doesn't hit that one.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening
So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. Some good ball.
Chin up. Tomorrow's a new day.